So now let's look at question 1 part B. So the question 1 you find the cumulative distribution function. So here we need to find the cumulative distribution function f(x). Hence, by using cumulative distribution function f(x), so we need to find the cumulative distribution function, capital letter F. So please remember this is capital letter F, okay? It is not the same as the small letter f, where small letter f is referring to p is equals to x. Okay. So what we need to do in order to find the cumulative distribution function, capital letter F, we need to draw table first. Okay, so let's draw your table first. Okay. I hope that all of you watched the lectures already. Okay. So we will have this one is for x, this one is for small letter f, capital letter F, this is for interval. Please draw your table nicely. So here we will have x, and here is small letter f, and here is your capital letter F, and this is your interval. Okay. So please be careful with your writing. Make sure you write it small letter f for here, and this is capital letter F. Okay, and then this is your x. For this column, okay, this column and this row, you need to leave it blank, and then we start with 0. Here 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this represents our number of white marbles. So 0 is no white marbles, 1 white marbles, 2 white marbles, 3 white marbles. Because our question is about random variable represented by white marbles, number of white marbles. So for the probability distribution function for the first column, okay, for this part we just leave it blank, okay. And then for 0, the fx is 1/8, 1 is 3/8. Okay, you can refer to the PDF given. So the PDF given here is when x equals to 0, the fx will be 1/8. Okay, 0, 1/8. Okay, and also if x equals to 3, so when x equals to 3, it is also 1/8. And if x equals to 2, it will be 3/8. Okay, so just write down, okay, the information. And then the crucial part is the cumulative distribution function. Okay, so for this box we will put 0 because there is no data inside this column. Okay, there is no data out because our data start with x equals to 0. Since here we don't have any data, so we put 0. You need to put 0. Okay, don't leave it blank. Okay, for this part you need to write down 0, and then we will write here 1/8. Okay, so how about for this box, what we need to do? Okay, for this box we need to add up. Add what? You need to add fx for x equals to 0 and fx for x equals to 1. So when we plus 1/8 plus with 3/8, 1/8 plus 3/8, we will get 4/8, which is 1/2. Okay, so we will get 1/2. Okay, so for x equals to 0, our capital letter F is 1/8. For x equals to 1, our capital letter F is 1/2. And then followed by, when x equals to 2, our capital letter F will be what? So here we need to plus 1/2 plus 3/8. Okay, we will get 7/8. And then the last column we will get 1, because the total probability will be 1. Okay, so you should remember. Alright, so the interval, so for this interval we will write x less than 0. Okay, because for this column there is no data. Our data start with 0, so the 0 will be on the next column. Okay, so 0, we need to put equal sign. Okay, because here is x equals to 0. Okay, so x greater than or equals to 0, less than 1. And then for the next column, okay, we will write like this: x greater than or equals to 1 and less than 2. Why we put equal sign here? Because our data here is when x equals to 1. Okay, maksudnya data kita kat sini kita start dengan 1 equal x equals to 1. Sebab tu kita letak equal sign dekat 1. Kenapa 2 tak masuk? Sebab 2 tak ada lagi ke dalam data ni. Okay, dalam kolom ni 2 tak masuk. Okay, sebab tu tak ada equal sign. 2 masuk kat mana? 2 masuk dekat the next column. So 2, nampak? Kita akan tulis macam tu. Okay, and then for the last column we will have x greater than or equals to 3. Nak kamu faham tu betul. Okay, cara penulisan tu penting. Okay, untuk first column yang ni x less than 0, tak ada equal sign kan? Sebab apa? Sebab kat sini kita punya data tak start lagi. Okay, tak ada apa-apa data pun kat sini. Okay, plus our 0, kosong kita tu start dengan the next column here. Kat sini baru x equals to 0. Sebab tu dekat sini kita letak equal sign dekat 0. 1 kita tak letak sebab 1 tak masuk dalam ni. 1 masuk dekat the next column. Nah, faham betul-betul interval ni. Memang macam ni cara untuk buat interval. Okay, so kita tulis, since ni table, so dia nak cumulative distribution function. So kita buat dalam bentuk function lah. F, capital letter F. Okay, so kita tulis balik. Bila cumulative distribution function kamu atas sekali, okay, kita start dengan kosong. Okay, and then kita tulis interval x less than 0. Atas sekali kita start dengan kosong, and then followed with 1/8, where the interval is x greater than or equals to 0 and less than 1. Kemudian 1/2, and the interval is x greater than or equals to 1 less than 2. And then 7/8 for the interval. Okay, and then the last one. Okay, total probability is for interval x greater than or equals to 3. Okay, please make sure that when you do the cumulative distribution function, okay, your first value here must be 0. And then it will end with 1. Okay, so 0, 1 here. And the interval must be correct for each value of capital letter F. Okay, so please be careful with your writing. And then we also can write like this. This is for F0. So capital letter F0, we will have 1/8. Okay, for capital letter F1, we will have 1/2. Capital letter F2, 7/8. Okay, capital letter F3 equals to 1. Okay, please note that our fx is represented by px less than x. Okay, px less than x, hasil terkumpul. Okay, hasil terkumpul. So maksudnya F1 ni ialah hasil terkumpul x equals to 0, x equals to 1. F2 pula ialah hasil terkumpul x equals to 0 plus x equals to 1 plus x equals to 2. Faham tak? So yang ni kamu kena faham betul-betul dan ingat. Okay. Then what else? Okay, hence by using fx, find the probability the number of white marble is 2. Okay, probability the number of white marbles is 2. What it means by the question wants you to find, okay, number 1, probability x equals to 2. Okay, kalau tengok kat situ, soalan dia sama je macam part A kan, tapi masalahnya soalan ni dia kata hence. Tengok tak hence kat sini. Bila dia kata hence, maksudnya kamu kena gunakan apa yang kamu dah buat sebelum tu. Apa yang dia minta kamu buat sebelum tu, gunakan yang tu untuk cari jawapan yang seterusnya. Since dekat sini dia minta kamu cari cumulative distribution function, maksudnya kamu kena gunakan maklumat cumulative distribution function kamu untuk cari jawapan yang seterusnya. So px equals to 2. Menggunakan cumulative distribution function, kita akan dapat macam ni. Px less than or equals to 2 minus Px less than or equals to 1. Okay. In other words, we can write like this. F2 minus F1. Faham nak? Sebab apa? Okay, untuk Px less than or equals to 2, it means that we have here 2. And then what? We have 1. We have 0. Because the values is about less than or equals to 2. So 2 going downwards. 2, 1, 0. For Px less than or equals to 1, so the value is 1 and going downward. 1, 0. Right? Okay. So here is the operation is minus. So that means when it minus, so here we have 0, so here we have 0 as well. So 0 minus 0, so it will be diminished. Same like 1. Okay, so here we have 1 and here also is 1, right? So when the operation is minus, so we can diminish 1. So we will have only 2. Okay, so what we need to do next? Ni nampak tak? Kita buat apa? Kita namakan dalam nama yang lain. Px less than or equals to 2, nama lain dia ialah capital letter F2. Px less than or equals to 1, nama lain dia ialah capital letter F1. Nah, kita renamekan dia. Apa yang madam buat ni ialah madam tunjuk kamu cara nak rename. So F2 kita apa? F2 kita ialah 7/8 minus F1 kita ialah 1/2. So kita akan dapat 3/8. Okay, ni untuk first Roman 3/8. Okay. And then yang kedua, okay, dia nak probability Px equals to 4. Okay, sebab dia nak 4 kan. So Px equals to 4 ni sama maksud macam 1 minus Px equals to 3. 1 minus 1 0 je. Okay, sebabnya kita punya value memang sampai 3 saja random variable kita. Since kat sini soalan minta sampai 4, kita mana ada value sampai white marble kita sampai 4. White marble kita hanya 3, so memang 0. So 1 minus Px less than or equals to 3. So 1 minus 1 lah. 1 minus 1 equals to 0. Okay. Okay, for the third part, Px less than 2. Okay, so untuk yang part yang ketiga, dia nak Px less than 2. Jadi equal sign kita mula dengan 1 lah nak. Okay, 2 tak masuk, jadi bawah pada 2 ialah 1. So Px less than or equals to 1. Dalam erti kata yang lain, nama lainnya ialah F1. Sebabnya Px less than or equals to 1 mematuhi peraturan untuk menulis capital letter F tu. Nampak ni? Nah, yang ni kamu kena ingat ni. Okay, bukan greater than or equal, tapi less than or equal. Since dekat sini Px less than or equals to 1, so kita boleh tulis F1. So F1 kita ialah (1/2). Okay, 1/2. And then 1, 2, 3, number 4. Okay, I will write it here. Number 4. For number 4, we have at most 2. At most 2. Probability Px. At most. Maksudnya, apa inequalities dia? Inequalities dia ialah less than or equal. At most, paling tinggi 2. Paling tinggi 2. So, Px less than or equals to 2, maksudnya F2. Bila F2, kita boleh terus tulis F2 ialah 7/8. And then next ialah more than 2. Px more than 2. Bila Px more than 2, maksudnya kita akan bermula dengan Px greater than or equals to 3. Okay, Px greater than or equals to 3. So macam mana kita nak cari untuk Px greater than or equals to 3 ni? Kita kena refresh, kita kena cari macam mana kita nak tulis dalam bentuk capital letter F. In other word, 1 minus Px less than or equals to 2. Nampak? Sebab dia nak 3 ke atas saja kan. Jadi kita kena buanglah 2 dan ke bawah. Okay, we need to eliminate everything below than 3, which is start with 2. So it means that 1 minus F2. Okay, 1 minus 7/8 equals to 1/8. Okay, let's continue with next question. At least 2. So here we have at least 2. Sekurang-kurangnya 2. Maksudnya bila sekurang-kurangnya 2, greater than or equals to 2. So bila kita nak cari probability X greater than or equals to 2, kita boleh dapatkannya melalui 1 minus Px less than or equals to 1. So 1 minus F1. Okay. Kadang-kadang student dia confuse. Apa yang dia confuse? Dia buat macam ni lah. Bila tunjuk Px greater than or equals to 2. Betul tak? Salah. Okay. Yang betul ialah macam ni. Px less than or equals to 2 equals to F2. Yang ni baru betul. Apa beza dia? Perhatikan inequalities. Nah, hati-hati, selalu student salah faham yang ni. Dia nampak je inequalities, dia ingat boleh guna capital letter F. Sedangkan capital letter F digunakan untuk inequalities less than or equal. Sebab cumulative function. Cumulative maksudnya terkumpul daripada bawah lah. Kita start daripada bawah. Hati-hati lah. So kita dapat apa? 1 minus 1 over 2. We will get 1 over 2. Okay, we will get 1 over 2. And then next, Madam buat semua soalan. Madam tak tinggal sikit pun untuk kamu ni. Madam buat semua. Okay. Dia nak 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 maksudnya include lah ni lah. Px greater than or equals to 1, less than or equals to 3. So seterusnya Px less than or equals to 3 minus Px less than or equals to 0. Ini maksudnya F3 minus F0, which is 1 minus 1 over 8. And we will get 7 over 8. Okay, 7 over 8. Kalau kamu perasan, daripada mula ni Madam buat, okay, Madam tunjuk kamu. Daripada mula Madam buat, tengok Madam gunakan cumulative. First question Madam gunakan cumulative. Second question pun Madam gunakan cumulative. Okay, tapi Madam tak rephrase balik lah. Ni adalah F3 kan. Okay. Third question pun guna cumulative. Third question, fourth cumulative lagi. Yang ni pun cumulative lagi. Sebab apa? Sebab soalan kata hence by using capital letter F. Okay, jadi kita kena cuba sedaya upaya, okay, untuk dapatkan dalam bentuk kumulatif ni. Okay. So let's continue. Seterusnya dia minta between 1 and 3. Okay, dia nak antara lah. Antara maksudnya X greater than 1, less than 3. Okay. Ini bermaksud Px equals to 2, which is Px less than or equals to 2 minus Px less than or equals to 1. Okay, maksudnya F2 minus F1. Sebab dia nak 2 sahaja. Faham lah? Dia nak 2 sahaja. Dalam ni, kalau Px less than or equals to 2, dalam ni X apa yang ada? X yang ada ialah 0, 1, 2. Kalau dalam ni pula Px less than or equals to 1, X apa yang ada? X yang ada ialah 0 and 1. Kan? So, tengok operasi. Operasi tolak. Since dia nak Px equals to 2 sahaja, so bila kita tulis macam ni dan operasi tolak, maksudnya kosong kat sini ada, kosong sini pun ada. So, kosong-kosong ni terhapus. Nampak? And then sini, sebelah sini ada 1, sebelah sini pun ada 1. Maksudnya 1 sini pun terhapus. Jadi tinggallah 2 seorang diri. Nampak 2 ni. Jadi kita tulislah probability dia. Okay. F2 kumulatif dia, F2 ialah F2 tadi 7/8. Okay, 7/8 tolak 1/2, dan kita akan dapat 3/8. Okay, 3/8. Okay, next. P greater than 1, Px greater than 1, and at most 3. Paling tinggi 3, maksudnya okay, greater than 1, at most 3. So Px greater than 1, less than or equals to 3. In other words, ini ialah antara P x greater than or equals to 2, less than or equals to 3. So kita boleh tulis F3 minus F1. Okay, F3 minus F1. Sebab 2 masuk lah. Hati-hati. So bukannya F3 minus F2 tau. Kalau F3 minus F2, maksudnya kita akan dapat 3 sahaja. So sini dia nak 2 and 3. So F3 ialah 1, F1 ialah, so kita akan dapat 1/2. Okay, jangan confuse di sini. Okay, kadang-kadang student dia tengok 3, 2, yang dia buat macam ni, dia buat F3 minus F2. Salah, bukan F3 minus F2. Kalau F3 minus F2 maksudnya yang ada ialah 3 sahaja. Tapi soalan ni nak apa? Soalan ni nak 2 dan 3. Sebab tu F3, maksudnya kat sini F3 ni ada 3, 2, 1, 0. Kat sini F1 ni ada 1, 0. So pasti tolak. Jadi maksudnya seperti yang kita nak lah, sebab kita nak 3 dan 2 kan. So F3 minus F1. Kalau kamu buat F3 minus F2, ini bermaksud kat sini ada 0, 1, 2, 3. Sini ada 0, 1, 2. Nampak tak? Operasi tolak kan? So 0, 0 habis. 1, 1 pun terhapus, 2 pun terhapus. Jadi yang tinggal hanyalah 3 kan? So bila tinggal 3 kat sini, tak menjawablah soalan. Soalan nak 2 dan 3. Nah, so hati-hati, tengok betul-betul. Capital letter F kamu tu nak ambil X3 ke, X1 ke, X2. So untuk kes ni F3 tolak F1 equals to 1 minus 1/2, which is 1/2. Okay, last question we will have P at least 1. Okay, X greater than or equals to 1, less than 3. So it means that X greater than or equals to 1, less than or equals to 2. It means that F2 minus F0. Nampak tak? Kalau kamu tengok kat sini kan, soalan yang sebelum ni, yang ni, okay, 2, 3. Jadi kita ambil F3 minus F1. Okay, bukannya F3 minus F2 kan? F3 minus F1. Soalan ni pula, nampak tak? 1, 2, equal sign, sama lah. Atas pun equal sign. Jadi kat sini kita ambil F2 minus F0. Kamu nampak pattern? Kadang-kadang kamu kena analyze the pattern. So bila kamu analyze the pattern, then you should be able to understand the whole idea. What is the idea? Okay, so kamu boleh tengok pattern dia. Kat sini 2, 3. Jadi pattern dia F3 tolak F1. Kat sini pula 1, 2. Then pattern dia akan jadi F2 tolak F0. So F2 tolak F0. F2 berapa? F2 7/8 minus F0/8. So you will get, which is 3/4. Okay, kadang-kadang hidup kita ni, kita kena analyze everything around us. So you need to analyze everything around you. You can see the pattern from here. Okay, analyzing. Okay, kadang-kadang kita ni keep on mencari alasan, tapi kita tak tengok, tak teliti pattern dia macam mana. Okay, tengok pattern tu. So settle 1A, 1B. Okay, and then let's go with 1C. Sketch the graph of fx and capital letter fx.